Live on Twitch. YouTube is working on it. Live on the tubes. And live on kick.com. Everyone's favorite platform. It's a platform of ethical deliberation. All right. Yo, everyone. I have gone live. YouTube, Twitch, kick.com. Send. Interesting. That's so interesting. Bank. Okay. Remove the embeds, close Discord, and we're ready to go. I don't know if that actually worked or not. All right, first thing I wanted to do was I found this helmet. It's pretty amazing. I was going to check the Abyss implicits for the prefix affixes. Zorite, thanks for following. Welcome, dude. Good evening. I mean, generally we just want energy shield. And look, it doesn't even have prefix desecrations. That's crazy. So yeah, we just want to roll flat our percent ES, and I think this thing is worth a decent amount. Could be worth a lot, actually. It's the equivalent of mine. Hell, it's actually better than mine. It doesn't have the max life roll, though. It's kind of awkward. But it could have way more energy shield. Yo, what's up, Heap Shot? Welcome, dude. Good evening. Oh, I'm trying to hit it with Jawbone. That ain't gonna work. We need an armor. Heap Shot, how you been? Zorite, how you doing tonight? Grab our echoes and go give a little slam skis. Gotta get my volume sorted out here. One moment. There we go. Okay. Ooh, 59. How bad is that? That's flat ES. Where are you, flat ES? That's percent. There you are. That's tier 2. Thing is pretty good. Tough choice there. Oh, very cool, Zorite. That's awesome to hear, man. If you have any specific questions, feel free to dish them out here. I can answer live. You Might Eat is following. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome. Good evening. Tainted Tats is here and followed. Thanks everybody for coming to hang out. I think we're gonna take this flat ES. I think it's pretty solid, and then the helmet is. It actually has some better affixes than mine. It's not two-socketed. I'd have to go pretty crazy on it to two-socket it, but I think it's going to be worth a decent amount on trade, and I'll probably keep the two-socket for myself. So yeah, if we compare to mine, we've got 60 more ES, 4% more rarity, lots less max life, 5 more int, and even 2% more crit. This is one crazy helmet I just grabbed. I just picked this thing up off the ground and started slamming it. It's so nice that perfect exalts are like slightly cheaper, so that way you don't feel terrible using those. Crypto Chris, thanks for following, dude. Welcome to the stream. Good evening. Appreciate the feedback, Heap Shot. I often feel awkwardly stuck in the middle myself. All right, we'll just roll it with these 3 attributes and the energy shield. No results. And it's probably because the rarity rolls are unheard of. A double 18. Let's go like 32 rarity, 30 crit, 30 int. And we're at 10 div. Let's see what these look like. That one's 300 ES, 300 ES. Dude, this is a pretty dang good helmet, isn't it? 326, 329. Those are socketed with runes, though. So, I mean, just comparing to these, could be like a 75 div helmet. That's probably where I'll start it at. The rolls are so good. I didn't even have to define it. Just got really lucky. That's awesome.
I'm sure someone would want that.
Big fan of getting lucky. Chris says, is it possible to make the Gigasick AFK sim build on a shaman? You know, no, it's cool, dude. I don't know shaman well enough to really say, but I will say the cornerstone items for that build, they buffed in this patch. So my tendency would be to say yes, that it is possible. It probably is. I feel pretty good about that it is possible. So you'd have to get creative. I think in my last iteration, I had a rare amulet, and I would probably scrap that and run the new Defiance of Destiny. And yeah, call it a day. Be pretty good from there. Whoa, what was that? It was an upgrade. Nice. Yeah, no, it would probably do very well. I try not to, well, I don't try not to. I don't make content with the, like, starting premise of what will get attention or, like, have good traffic, which I know some people do, and that's cool. Because for some people, content creation is maybe a primary career or a significant side gig or something. It is not for me. I tend to do the things that I'm interested in, but also that are really strong, and then make guides if I've done something that somebody else doesn't already have a good guide out for, or something like that. It's a pretty long-winded way of saying that right now I'm not going to do that because I'm all in on this temple stuff and this blood mage stuff still. It's going pretty well. Isolations are going for 8 div. Dude, that's crazy. I mean, even catalysts are still selling really nicely. It's because everybody's in the temple. Like, nobody wants to go do the same farms we've been doing all these seasons. I totally get it. Right now we're trying out different supports in Spark. Current lineup, we have Deliberation in the flex slot. These 4 are pretty much set unless we wanted to slow down cast speed a lot. I did have Adaluis. Deliberation is obviously a lot more damage, but the 30% penalty, I'm feeling that here already. I don't like it, so it's probably not going to stay. Any advice for leveling a Blood Mage? You get to do, you are so lucky, you get to do Essence Drain Contagion. Most OP campaign leveling in either game. There's some good guides out there on it if you've never done it, but it's basically 2 skills and you just sprint through the whole campaign and watch all the monsters die behind you. It's ridiculous. Demidora, thanks for following on Kick, dude. I don't know if you're like a bot or not, but just in case, thank you. Excited for the private league? I will not be participating. If I were like a full-timer at all this, I probably would, because I would have like completed all the things that I had wanted to do in the regular league. But 2 days ago, I deleted my temple to start over and go for a perfect layout. So that's my current project. And then when that project's over, I have a couple of really unique build ideas, but I don't know if I'm going to get to them because the PoE 1 league is going to roll around here pretty soon, and I got big plans for PoE 1 this next league.
You challenge the thing.
Efficiency, Fork, Proj, Excel 3 considered, Rockiata. I like those. You know, on Blood Mage, we don't need efficiency for sure. So you could go with the others. Fork, I've never tried. Does it really work? I'm skeptical of that with the built-in repeat timer that's in Spark. I feel like the forked proges would probably be limited by that. Maybe they're not, though. That would be pretty broken if they weren't. Fork feels better than Pierce, really? That's crazy. Never tried it. Interesting. And yeah, Rockiata, I just can't figure out. Like, I don't think we have any clue the resist value of the monsters in this temple. I suspect that they aren't very high, and the reason for that is that everything dies very easily. With like almost no pen. So I don't know. I've always been skeptical of Rockiatas in the temple. Well, I just did my whole loop. I got no locks. Feels bad, man. I also did my Spy Masters in the wrong order. Oops. Rip. Maybe it'll work anyway. You never know. Alright, no locks. We're going to have to kind of YOLO this here. Let's put one more room down and pray. Damn, I got burned. What did it take? 3 rooms? That's crazy. Do you have ignore resist on frozen enemies? I don't. I tried it out for a while. It's good in maps. It's good on bosses. Really good on bosses because you get the freeze build up as well. But in the temple, everything's dead before any of that matters. Use Rockiata in temple if there's a resist mod. That makes sense. That checks out. That passes the logic. Good choice. Reroll. Sack chamber room feels bad. Reroll. Nothing feels bad. Dang, man. I'm getting really gutted here. Oh well. It's going to place dummy rooms. And we'll upgrade here. Boop. Chain has taken much longer to build than it should. And it's just bad RNG on the cards. And that's just how, you know, that's just how the dice roll sometimes. I wonder if I should go get this. I don't have anything, so I guess I should go get these.
I will unmake you.
Yeah, Eshe's Radiance I think is really good. I've got it in Lightning Bolt. It does a lot of work there. Because I'm running the infused spark, you know, it kind of flattens the damage into cold and lightning. So then I think the Eshes is better spent in Lightning Bolt. But I really like that gem. I wish I could run 2 of them. Alright, I'm going to turn my music off. That's my own self-made PoE ambience. We're going up here. Yeah. I don't really need to, I suppose, but reroll a restricted room. Bummer. I got a Jaquani. Hey, I love those little infusers, man. What Divine. What's up, Mason? Yeah, I can try. I know quite a bit about the temple. I'm like a quarter way through my 3rd full temple build, so bit of experience. but I can't promise that I'll be able to answer anything. Crypto asked if you can make this for 100D. You can get it started for under 100D. I have 2 guides. One is a under 100D guide, and then the other is an under 500D guide. The other under 100D, it's hard to say this in a row, will do fine in the temple early. Later on, when you get your temple really built up, it's going to get much harder, which at that point you should have a pretty good budget if you have a decent sized temple going. What is the question, Mason? Go ahead and throw it out there, and I'll try and get your layout up here in a bit.
The vow.
What's up, Ak? Thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. Good evening. Boom. Dude, I don't know where lock medallions went. This would be my 3rd run without one if I don't get one here. Uh-oh, architect question. 2 connecting room with the architect room. Uh-oh, it sounds bad. Whatever it is, it sounds bad. No worries about the random name. I've had my fair share of random names on the internet. Going with Ignatius for Twitch worked out. Although I did have an HS at the end of it because I thought I was going to be like a Hearthstone main. I was going to be a Hearthstone main till Blizzard ruined Hearthstone. 'Twas my plan.
Perhaps you will be a white apple.
I miss Lightning Warp. It's really fun.
I need more time.
But dang, this is efficient. Doesn't it look like I have a Temporalis? Yay, a lock. They did, Spooky. Rank 1 EU? Dude, that's legit. Well done. Oh, I know. Dang Blizzard, ruining all our dreams.
You challenge the best of the best.
Yeah, I should have the build guide link ready to go. Here you go. Frags Hunter. My man's hunting frags. Got a decent chance for a second lock here. Yeah, for sure, man. And that build guide, there's 2 variants. There's like a super, you're totally poor variant, and then there's a, I'm getting far along in my temple, I have some money, and the temple's getting hard variant. TFT. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I never got too much into it, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, Battlegrounds is cool too, right? I always thought Battlegrounds was cool. Tier 1 life and mana. Let's see if we roll. Yeah, let's see if we rolled movement speed. We did not.
Not yet.
The vow of many.
No, Adonai's is great. In the temple, it's all about quality of life because, well, the temple's about 2 things: speed, and then like quality of life mechanics, because it's so redundant, right? You build the exact same layout and you run it over and over and over again, and the Blood Mage is just far and away much better at those 2 components,
Challenge the best.
the speed and the QOL, than the Stormweaver. So no, Adonai's is still fantastic. It's actually better than this build at things like Pinnacle bosses and even like Citadel farming. It's more consistent and takes less of a budget to get online and get rocking and rolling. But for the Temple, Blood Mage, she's the queen. Pathfinder is like a runner-up. Can the build work on a reverse chill Stormweaver? Probably. You just need like gloves and armor for reverse chill tech. But Blink is OP in the Temple. I would probably just want Blink if it were me. Sweet. We got another guardhouse. That is awesome. Wait. Hang on a second. Pretty sure I know what I'm doing here, but let me just double check. So here's our state. We're going to go here. And here. And here. And here. Is that needed? No. So for right now, we'll just go barracks, armory. Try and get another garrison. We can go that, and then we can backfill here once all that's cleared out. Be really cool if I had another guardhouse because I have the sack chamber. Could do it all right now. Frostbark combat build that doesn't cost 5 mirrors to build. This is the one, man. This is the one. But if you're wanting to be on Stormweaver, the Adonaiah build is really good, and it's a budget build. You don't even need a headhunter, and it just goes crazy. So yeah, we're going to go there, and then Spymaster here. I'm going to put the sack chamber down, and we'll see if it survives. It could survive. There's a chance. Just toss those in.
The insides.
Oh, I was gonna look at our boys' layout here. Mason, are you still there? Your temple's looking good, man. Okay, where's your architect? Right here. Oh, not good. Okay, let's see. So your question was, there's a 2 connecting room with the architect room. Yeah, this is not good. This is all your main chain. Have you run a temple with this double connection yet? Because my guess is that your temple's going to get gutted. Yeah, I think your temple's going to get gutted. How did this like suddenly happen though? Because you've had this chain for a while, right? Unless this is all just theoretical. If this is your actual build, you had to have had this for a little while. Maybe your architect suddenly moved. Was he here and he bumped himself over here? Connected here. Oh, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. Yeah, you've got a loop right here. I don't know how you can save it. Tainted is here. He had a save for somebody that involved killing a Spymaster and just leaving. But he's also saying rip. I think it's a big rip. I don't even think you can sack chamber your way out of this. So sad, man. I hate seeing brick temples. So much sadness. Okay, Deliberation is feeling slow. I'm going to go back to Adaluis, which is less damage by quite a bit, honestly. But it is, a bit more damage, about 10% more damage unbuffed. And then it's very fast. Because at least at this stage of the temple runs, I don't really need more damage. Yeah. It was a finished temple with one other place the architect could go. Sucks, man. He will also make his own space and park it there. I have very bad memories with the architect in this temple build that I've been doing.
I need more time.
Yeah, the speed of Adaluis just wins out. Because if you go considered casting, you sacrifice your cast speed. And you go Deliberation, you sacrifice your move speed. And at least at this stage in my temple domination, I don't need either of those speeds. Or those damage points, I just need the speed. Bad. I'm a rare belt maniac. Sold a self-crafted rare belt for 31 divs earlier today. It felt very good. I work hard for these rare belts. Wait, there's still a monster in here? Oh, yep. Yeah, nightmare fuel indeed. Sorry about it, Mason. Headhunter buff jetted you into the architect room. God, that's like a huge fear of mine. Every time I was passing him by my old temple.
The vow.
Tainted says next time let him kill you, and he won't move. That's a huge tech, dude, if that's real, which you kind of confirmed it, right? At least on a finished temple. Just let him murder you, and then lock your chain, and he won't move. That's some hard knowledge when it's happened to you like this.
The vow have many arms.
Log out and spawn in town. I don't know what he would do. Enlighten the noobs. You just play more. Like, if you're new, you're struggling compared to others in the economy because you're new. Just continue to try to progress, and by the very process of trying to progress, you will learn the things that you do not know, which make you poor. We were all in our first PoE league and poor at one point in time. Run the backup layout. There you go. I mean, you could see, like... I'm trying to think, would the best thing be to go kill him and try and move him back? Probably not. I've just seen what happens, like your spy masters get weirdly gutted in those situations. It's like so bad. One thing that's hard to learn how to do when you're new in this game is like how to craft in a way that's useful early on. That can be hard. But yeah, navigating the economy and crafting is just like a iterative experience. You just have to go through it and you learn. I think one thing new players don't realize they can do is you can just pick a farm, and as long as you slam that farm, you will come into money if it's a decent farm. Like, my recommended farm for anybody brand new in this league is essences. Because you don't need tablets, really. You don't need map mods. Just slam maps, grab the essences, grab the waystones. Waystones are selling for 5 per div. Essence of Battle, Essence of Haste. There's even a greater essence right now. They're all tier 0 essences. And yeah, it just prints, and it's really fun. And you'll be coming into plenty money as long as you're just slamming that, you know, and not messing around with other stuff or wasting the money you make on stuff. I think I'm going to go get this little side chain here because I'm just so poor on medallions. My temple's being rude to me.
You have made a great...
Dropped a Mage Blood from Kurak in your first league? Did you even know what happened? What is that one? Oh, 5 to all res? That's decent.
You reek of stupidity!
That's true on the builds, yep. New hotfix. Medallions reduced by 80%. Yay. Thanks, GGG. Wouldn't be too surprised. Okay, I did get a lock, so that's awesome. I really hope I don't lose this sack chamber. Sweet. So the idea is we're going to do a garrison here, and then we're going to go with a spy master here. And then we need another garrison here, and then we sack chamber this legion, and we're set, and we move on. $700 to 800 hours at most. Still think I'm at 0% economy tactics. Yeah, I mean, if you just, like I said, if you just find a farm you like and slam it and sell, you know, you should do pretty well. Especially this league. This league is a good economy league. This has been really fun for everyone. Dang, look at that triple tier 1 Nastiness. There we go. Tier 6 showing its ugly face. You know, one thing I do is I grab... You got to find little ways that you're looking for money, right? I grab every blue jewel. If it rolls a crit mod, I chaos spam it to see if it gets another crit mod. And if it does, then I sell it for a lot. Depending on the rolls. I'll get the guide for you, Ak. Four mirrors from Sekima. There you go. Sekima always prints once you get good at it. I keep some of my farming strategies here. I've got one for essences and strong boxes. That's really fun. Feel free to check it out. It's very good. Very enjoyable. Another thing I do is I grab every solar amulet and I roll it to try and hit spirit or skills. And I sell a lot of those. And then I have another thing I do with belts, which I'll keep on the down low because that's my secret. That's my secret sauce.
Buy them.
All right, deliberation was no good. Blind tech is gone. I don't want to lose the speed to considered. So there we go. That's what we're going to do. So then if you are temple running, I highly recommend running an atlas kind of like this, where you're getting waystones, shrines, and essences while you're getting your temple crystals. I find lots of good essences just cruising around, getting my temple points, and it prints pretty well. Oops. Sounds pretty good, Heap Shot. Sounds pretty good. Oh, I didn't mean to do this map. This map's so bad. Oh, it's right here. Broken.
None can oppose me.
Can we place a synth flash lab after Commander Barracks chain? I'm not sure. Use the tool, man. Use the OP tool that some great human works on and makes for us for free. Who are these people?
I will put you down.
I have a lot of light radius
I
on,
need more time.
which is great for the vol farming, but man, does it make my build a lot weaker. Sometimes tool says it's fine, but game doesn't allow you. I get the opposite. I get sometimes the tool won't allow me, but in the game I
need more
can.
time.
Generally, it's pretty good, though. A Vol beacon. A beacon of madness. Where's my essences, dude? I was trying to show off my essences to everyone.
Good news.
Oh yeah, that would print like crazy if you know what you're doing with the essences. Yeah, you gotta watch the prices on essences. And for the sake of speed, you gotta know when to just move on and not do anything. You gotta know when to corrupt. You gotta know when to not corrupt and still slam. And if you do enough, you'll eventually hit the really good ones too. I found a Hysteria just in my last session and learned that... Was it Hysteria? Let's see here. Essence... No, it's Horror. I found a Horror and realized that Horrors were 7 div. So that was exciting. Tainted says only if there is an armory in between. Thank you. How do you get your temple started? Keep struggling with getting mine rolling. Well, you know, there's a really long, appropriate answer to that. I guess the first question is,
I need more
do you
time.
have 60 available crystals and 6 available medallion slots? If not, then you want to kill the architect until you have those. There's a couple reasons for that. One is that you want those cards to be removed from the medallion pool. Otherwise, you'll get screwed later.
Not yet.
T1 Sim on the side.
Take you.
That's probably was awesome. I can see that being
Too
amazing.
soon.
I have the wrong weapon set up. Whoops. Made first
Not
mirror
yet.
without even touching the temple. Yeah, I mean, temple is like...
More time.
obviously, it's really great if you get the temple going. But getting the temple going is extremely time-consuming and painful. You don't need to have 60 out of 60 per se, but you want to unlock the 60 denominator before you proceed with your temple construction. Like, you just want to spam architect until you have those 2 boxes checked, basically. If that makes sense. I don't know why I'm doing this abyss, or this breach. I'm a nerd, that's why. It's fun. Spark is fun. Well, you want the 61 because later on when you start doing your map collections, you're going to do them very efficiently with light radius and like some weapon swap points and like different items that make more sense. And so you just want to do tons at a time because you're doing all this setup for it. The bigger reason is that medallion, which gives you more available crystals, will drop while you're trying to build your temple. And when it does, it is replacing a medallion you probably wanted. So you want to get that chance out of the way so that way you get the medallions you want later when you're actually building. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, Spooky. You'll be fine. It's just at some point, your final card is going to drop, and that card could have been a different medallion, like a lock or something.
Not yet.
Vika, it's about 40k. It's between 30 and 40k, depending on the elemental conflux element type.
Death, take you.
Yeah, exactly. I call it the
Too soon.
homeschool dad PoE approach.
Too soon.
And that is my life. But I do sacrifice
I will honor.
many hours of sleep to keep up with my absolute obsession with this game. Because I do have 3 little kids, a full-time job, a wife who I love very much.
More time.
And all of that is my, you know, number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 priority. But when they all go to bed, priority number 6 comes to life. And then, who was asking about starting the temple? Was it Child? Oh, it was Jay Leister. After that, I would watch some guides on simple temple builds. I think Milky BK has like a easy temple build guide. Basically one that's harder to screw up. Because you can get pretty far along on it and then screw up. And it's pretty devastating. But if you do one that like is a simple just drop cards in a line approach, you'd be much less likely to screw up and be much more likely to have a great time. Oh, that's crazy, Spooky. That is crazy. Appreciate it, Vika. Appreciate it.
Not yet.
Yeah, and that Spark tooltip, Could easily be up to 100k. With changing up my gear, it could easily be like 400k.
Corpse to serve me.
But for the temple,
Too soon.
there's a certain point where enough damage is enough, and then it's about speed and rarity. And just like totality of clearing those rooms because there's weird corners and stuff. And so I find that when the tooltip is at about 40k, everything will die really quickly, and I just need to work on the other parts of my character. Yeah, mapping in this game is, it can be pretty brutal. We just we've had to do so much of it, right? In the same, like, the exact same fashion without much change. Hopefully the next patch, hopefully the .5 patch is our big mapping overhaul change. And if they would just give us PoE1 Scarabs, the PoE1 Atlas, and PoE1 maps, where you actually use a map and not this weird thing we have to, like, explore. It'd be dub after dub after dub on the end game.
I need more time.
Wait, where am I going here? Am I going up here? This map always gets me at the layout. I think I'm doing alright. Nope, I scuffed it. Where is it? It's over here. Might be over here. I really enjoyed both of the PoE1 leagues, both of the last two. I thought Mercenary Secret was like just legendary status for a league. And then Abyss 2 was really fun. You know, everybody had their complaints here and there about certain things they did, but overall very fun. What will they cook up next? We're at GGG. Ragosa. This map's always tough. So the temple mechanic is not only the most reasonable option, is it? No. The only thing the temple has really done, well, it's done two things. If you want to farm raw currency, it is far and away the best. However, raw currency is not as valuable as it was because the temple is printing so much of it. We've had, massive inflation. So what that has done, and this is kind of cool, is it has made the non-temple farms, so farming items that cannot be found in the temple, are very lucrative. I looked today, and Whittlings from Ritual are 17 div. And that's probably not even a hot moment. Like, you get a creator who's, like, burning through hundreds of Whittlings, that thing probably goes up to, like, 25, 30 div. Those were 3 div before the temple got hot. So, the non-temple farms have stabilized to account for the temple inflation. And then, of course, the temple is really fun if you want to farm raw currency because it's like the best raw currency farm we will probably have in this game for a very long time. Same here. I absolutely love PoE. I definitely have my own thoughts of, like, this could be better, wish they did this differently, that sort of thing. But I don't get hung up on those. I try to think about them in a cerebral way and then just, like, enjoy the game as is as best I can because there's not another game that's better, in my opinion, at all. Vika, I have my filter on all the Mobalytics guides, but you have to grab the custom sounds out of Discord in order for them to work. It is a public filter, but it uses these custom sounds that you're hearing.
Not yet.
Remo just finished the budget build, now going for the 400D. Cool. I mean, there's kind of a middle point there. The true budget build doesn't have an Olroth or a Headhunter. And if you add those two to the true budget build, I mean, it can knock out a 3/4 finished temple pretty nicely. And then, yeah, you need the remaining stuff for a fully juiced temple. Ancient Reserves Takrod Jewel. No. I mean, I had to like think hard just to pronounce that without screwing up. Let me see what that is. Oh, I know what this is. This is the Abyss. What the heck do they call those jewels? Okay, yes. I know what it is. I have thought about it. I thought it was like a lot of points to not get a whole lot more travel. That was like my net
Not yet.
deduction of what that was to put that in. Because generally it's like travel spark, travel spark, travel spark. And if you look at my blink cooldown, it is under 1 second. We whiffed. No.
Another corpse to
So,
serve
yeah.
me.
Add it in both. Perfect. You'll be cooking in the temple then. I mean, Headhunter can save a lot. There's builds that just like turn into Headhunter builds.
Too soon.
Because Headhunter is so ridiculous. Which is fine. It's not a problem to use the strongest belt in the game and have your character be good because of it.
I need more time.
I think
Not
that's going to
yet.
be boss. I don't want to go there. I find that the crystal is kind of always pretty hard to find in Forge. I do love the Forge layout
yet.
generally, but... Ooh. Aw, man, I whiffed on that one too. I don't even care for those. Moving on. Drop blind and use Adelui. Yeah.
Too soon.
Adelui's pretty solid. I mean, I feel like of the lineage gems that I've recommended in the build, Adelui should come last. I've been testing rotating it out for other things because it is less damage. It just doesn't have a penalty. Whereas all the other options have penalties. But yeah, that is to say, go for the other gems if you don't have them before Adelui. Because you can just run like Considered Casting or Deliberation. Judah says it doesn't feel like the extra mods from a third tablet are affecting drops. Well,
Feral
I can't, in a vacuum say whether I have noticed that too, because I don't know what you're farming and like what that extra tablet is doing to your farm. But if it's a scalable value, like let's say effectiveness or rarity, you should see the difference over time. And I would say I have observed the difference over time. Yeah, it really is Mini Quest. It really is.
More time.
I really should swap my divines for like stable currencies. It's been kind of too lazy to do it, I guess.
Death is my
I'm just in like
power.
SSF temple build mode, man. I'm not even like paying attention to what stuff is worth and that kind of thing. Painful moment where I have to sprint. Where is this circle? Because that's boss.
I need.
Is it down in that bottom left? That would be so ridiculous. It must be, or maybe it's not here. Maybe I had already done this map. Nope, there it is. Ha!
I need
With all my light radius, I still missed it. Okay. That might be enough for a couple of runs. Kind of switch it up here. Oh. I got 21. Wow, that was a fast 21. Awesome. Okay, I think I have to do this one first in order to be ready for the Spy Master. Let me pull up my tool set and confirm. Because if I go here, I still can't Spy Master here. But if I go here, I can Spy Master and then eventually work my way back. Okay. Kind of sad I have the sack chamber at the moment. But I'll be happy I have it if I get to the point where I'm actually using it. I don't understand, like, this uses a card tile. It's such a bummer. I wish there was a way to not do that. Looking forward to the 400D build. Can only play Sunday. Oh, sorry, man.
Unpredictable.
It's no fun.
As always.
Yeah, I agree too that building the temple is really fun. What I really hope they do with the mechanic is, of course, create some specific loot in here, right? Because they're not going to leave it so that you can just print the whole economy in the temple. So create some specific loot table in here that's fun, of course. And I do think they'll do that. I expect that they will do that. But then I really hope that they change, like, how you acquire the ability to build a temple, and then just have it so that your temple fully deletes no matter what you do after a certain number of iterations, right? I don't know if that makes sense. It's kind of how it is in PoE 1 to some extent. But basically, like,
You reek of stupidity.
you could have a reward in maps where you, like, randomly unlock a temple run or something, and then you get, I don't know, we'll say 180 Vol crystals, and you get to use them all, and then when they're done, your temple goes boom, and you start over. Yo, what's up, Puma? Welcome. Hey, Remo with the sub. Thanks, Remo. Appreciate it, man. That is awesome, dude. Yeah, I agree, Mark. It can be very frustrating. I'm kind of old school. I kind of find the slow-paced reward, massive punish to be refreshing. But I also know that I am potentially unique in that. Or not unique, but, like, it's probably not the most popular take, I would think.
Another corpse to serve me.
Deckard Games, what's up, dude? No, I won't be playing in the private league. I got too many beautiful things I want to do still in the main league before PoE 1 takes off, so I'm going to focus my time here. Sounds fun, though. I'm excited they're doing that. Private leagues are really cool. It'd be so cool to have, like, a micro economy.
The vow have many unslain.
Ooh, farming while working. Yeah, ideal. 2 birds, 1 piece of bread, right? I got a lock medallion, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. How do you get into the private league? I'm actually not totally sure. I don't think it costs money. I think it's free.
The vow have many
Access, first time ever in PoE. Build your own instance zone temple. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about this temple? It's like a dynamically generating thing
Not
that you
yet.
creatively build. It's such an OP mechanic. It's so awesome. I love how at the beginning of the league, we all thought the loot needed to be nerfed. And everybody was really mad about Temple. Turns out they designed it, like, really, really well, and the loot was super OP.
Another medallion.
This whole idea. Yeah, I mean, if you haven't messed around with it yet, it's really fun. It's just extremely time-consuming to interact with, though. It's one of the sad things. The dad gamers out there aren't getting their temples very deep. Unless you're like me and you're just telling sleep, you don't matter. You don't matter for 2 months, sleep.
Face me.
Yeah, the private league kind of bridges that gap, right? Where you don't know what to do at the end of the season.
The vow.
I would probably feel pretty, I don't know, like,
Too soon.
end-game board if they hadn't done Temple, right? Temple kind of saved the time sink for the end game in a huge way. Weird Thorns roll there.
Too soon.
Where are you? There he is. You're rude.
The vow of many.
It's amazing to me how much thought they put into this temple mechanic. When you think about all the different rooms and like chain governances they made, the way the medallions work and how they have different tiers and different rarities and different medallion classes. All these rooms have different mechanics and different buff ways. They have different ways of upgrading. It's kind of ridiculous how much is in this temple.
Not yet.
They really like hit a home run and then they really goofed with like, you know, hot fixes and stuff, but pretty impressive. Made a new character to try my build. Hey, you won't regret. Blood Mage is the no regret character of this league. You will be satisfied. It doesn't cost much to get it rolling, and it rolls. Man. There's some runs where I like fill up on lock medallions because I have so many Spy Masters. And there's runs like this one where you'd think they nerfed it or something. And this has been like 4 or 5 runs in a row where it's not been too much.
Too soon.
Where's the thing? Okay. Oh, I had one more room. I don't think I can get a medallion there. Agreed. Agreed, Tainted. Which wins that award? All right. I got my other guardhouse, which can go here. I don't think that creates any kind of loop that's super bad. I'd have to use a double lock to protect both guardhouses, but I will probably just single lock the end of the chain. And we're waiting for a Spy Master, as always. That's what life is, waiting for Spy Masters. I can keep working on chain down here. I've lost all of my like cannon fodder rooms, which I kind of did on purpose because I knew this chain was coming this way. What's up, Tats? You see something unfortunate in my plans? I've done this. I did this over in this corner. What won't connect? Disregard? Okay. You don't think the new spy will connect with this here? Let's test it on like a blank layout. I'm curious. We'll go the normal start. Spy. Gary, so then this thing, and then normally you go spy here, right? But this one's unique because we're in the corner. Yeah, it's kind of hard to replicate this one until you actually get to the corner. Well, let's do it. I don't think there's any risk other than lost time. And I'm just going to lock that one, so that way if I lose this one, I'm still in the same position, right? That is the plan. Yeah, maps do get old. Well, they get old, so I don't know if you've played PoE 1, but they get old in the way that they're designed in PoE 2. In PoE 1, they do not get old.
Waste of my time.
Like, we've had the same farms in PoE 1 for like 3 leagues. I still wasn't bored. I could have stayed over there and done a lot more. The Atlas is just really cool in PoE 1, and the mapping system is like, just doing reps is so enjoyable. What was that? Oh. The progression mechanic for the Atlas in PoE 1 is like the greatest thing in all of gaming. I really hope they just bring it to PoE 2. A tier upgrade. Sweet. Wow, triple boss. That was crazy.
Not yet.
I love the infusions in this build. I did some quick math on what the infused spark is doing in these rooms as far as projectiles and damage. And it is crazy on paper. Yeah, makes sense on the getting bombarded in PoE 1. I will say if you are an ARPG enthusiast, like PoE 1 is the true GOAT. I got into it very late and was very overwhelmed. But I just decided to like fully commit and get over my overwhelmedness, which honestly took about 3 seasons of PoE 1. And I'm so glad I did that because that game is just so awesome. And I also think this game is awesome as well. Gonna need a lock, game. Gonna need a lock. It's been a little stingy. I won't ask for a Spy Master room. I know that's kind of barking up the wrong tree, but just some locks will be fine. A reroll? Okay, I'll take that. It's kind of like a lock. Yeah, they're the only games I play as well. I don't know if that's their plan, like for global dominance. They just like make it so that these are the only 2 things humans play. But on me, it's working. I just got knocked over. Blink bug. Ooh. Dang. Dude, that enemy was so good. I should probably like just slam it and make sure it's not gonna roll skills or spirit. Whoa. Golly, that's an amulet. Yep. I'm the exact same way, man. It feels like I'm talking to myself here. Because they deserve it. Yes, they do. Totally agree. Actually, don't want that reliquary key. Isn't it crazy how fast this build is in the temple? It's so crazy. Sometimes these corners are like so pesky, and this build just like the sparks just get at it. When I really get locked into the zone, like the rooms go down so fast, it's illegal. Where's my locks, dude?
Too soon.
Perhaps you will be a worthy adversary.
I love her voice lines. Who did that voice? Such a great creepy ghost sky girl voice.
I need more time.
Wait, did I finish that room? What? When?
Get out of my way!
Knocked over again.
Too soon.
By the way, if you ever die in a map, you don't want to lose your limb modifications, you just leave. You just log out and log back in and they stay.
Death is my power to wield. I need more time.
All right. Well, I was hoping for a lock, but I guess I got one more chance after this for it. All right, so we're going to close. I bet I'm going to lose this room. I've only got 5 fodder rooms, and it just feels like it's going to want something over here, so pay sacrifice. That won't prevent the Spymaster placement, so it's not the end of the world. I didn't lose it. Yay, we get to science. Science is successful. Now, so we're going to place this here for sure. But then we have a bit of a problem with this batched thing and no locks. The ideal is a sack chamber to remove this legion, and then we're set, and we can lock here. And start working on the next one. If we don't get that, I'm trying to remember. I want these to go away, right? Well, really just this one. Let's see here. Okay, we got that in. Because we're going to go here and another one. Yep. So I actually want the armory to stay. So sack chamber here is like the dream. It's all over. But otherwise, we need this to go away anyway and eventually. So, I mean, I guess you could lock here. What could you do? You have to lock this, right? You have to triple lock? I'd have to triple lock these, and then this would get eaten. That's the only way. Yeah, it takes 3. Axe says, nice CPU stream. Keep up the great content. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate it. You are too kind. Appreciate you, dude. And thanks to everyone for the follows tonight, and Remo for the sub. Thanks for all the support, everyone. It's very encouraging. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and re-roll 5. Hoping for the sack chamber, but I also could get like another garrison, right? The other option is I could throw this path here and create some fodder rooms and try and save up some locks. Might be a smarter idea. It's just so much more time. I also never know, like sometimes I don't like doing this because I just want this stuff to get eaten up. But yeah. Upgrade that. It's so nice getting constant upgrade cards from this. So nice. Yo, CG, thanks for the follow, dude. Welcome. Good evening.
These temples, always rearranging their guts. Death is my power to wield. Too soon!
Naka Ajuk, Ta Endukina.
I love his voice. The triple boss room. Get some unique monster effectiveness going. That room is going to be hot.
Too soon!
Where's the locks?
You challenge the fate of
Yeah, lots of comments in this build. Lots of comets, lots of sparks. Galvanic wand. Come, come. Oh, man. Has to roll skills or it's a bad wand. What am I missing? This guy? I got him through the wall. It's nice.
Perhaps you will.
Heyo. Is that a Kadairos? Kadairos. Are people using Kadairos this league? I think between reverse chill and all the poison stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't. Yay, that's a lock. Hello.
I'll hold this medallion. Death is my power to wield. Remnants of a dead empire.
The vow have many on
Waystones are 5 per divine. PSA. Go farm waystones, everyone. You won't regret it. Another lock. Ooh la la. Oh yeah, PoE 1 heist, so fantastic.
Not yet.
All those characters they made, they're just so creative at GGG.
Too soon.
We're spoiled.
Not yet.
Alpha's Howl. Cool. First one this league for me. Probably going to see a lot more of those when this temple's done.
Need more time.
Found a Wrathpith earlier. Wrathpith is up to 5 div, like un-ID'd. That's really exploded.
Soon.
Yo, what's up, Jangs? Thanks for following. Welcome, dude.
Not yet.
Good evening.
I need more time.
Boucher.
the vow have many on
Oh, we're cruising. We're cruising.
I need more time.
Crit bonus and chaos res. Those are going to be worth a second look. Does this hold up against Abyss Pits? Yeah, I would probably build it a little differently if I was mapping. I'd probably... well, yeah, I don't know how much detail you want on how I'd build it differently for mapping, but I'd probably go with the Atsiri chest and get a lot of ES. And then there's a couple of things you can do with that.
Too soon.
There's a method called Omni Stack, where you actually stack health and mana with ES at the same time from the Atsiri chests.
Too soon.
And then you run Wrathpith for damage. But at this point, we're talking about like a totally different build than what I'm running. So that may be a little heavy-handed compared to what you wanted.
Ancient fools.
Probably if I were in maps, I would at least get a Vertex helmet, which is super expensive, but the value will be there for maps. Versus Temple, like, Temple content is so static. You want those abysses to go boom. Alright, I got 2 locks. I think I'm just going to use 1 here. The Spy Master is just so important. I could go 1, 2. But because I had these rooms in, there's a good chance neither of those goes anyway. Hard to say here. Zorite says, do you mean it wouldn't work or it wouldn't be efficient? What are you referring to? I lost track of what that was a comment on. It's about builds. You mean this build in maps? It will work great. It will work great. I would just do some things differently. So in Temple, because the content is so static and not too difficult until your temple is done, I've intentionally hiked back the damage in this build for speed and rarity. If you're abyss farming, I'm guessing it gets to a point where it's hard enough that you need more damage. Lock there. Could lock here as well. No, that's stupid. Lock here. We just want that to go. I lose this, that's bad. But then it's only going to take 1 or 1. Painful, man. We'll go like this. Ooh, rude. I actually didn't consider that as a possibility, if I'm being honest. Okay, none of these are the rooms I want. Reroll. None of those are the rooms I want. Sad. I can put one here. I can get this one back. I can always go back and get this, right? Interesting. Okay, I'm going to pause there. CG says, I just took it in. Sometimes my comet goes to other spots near me. Yeah, that's fine. That's normal. Did I consider Living Bomb in Seosphere Spellslinger for Fire Infusion? No. So we use this, and we generate fire infusions already instead of cold ones. And we generate cold ones constantly from siphon elements. Because we freeze all the time with our cold infused spark. So the spark and the lightning bolt shock, and the shock is creating cold infusions. And the cold infuses our spark, which freezes, which creates the fire infusions. And they happen constantly while I'm going through the temple. So that's kind of the tech that we're doing here in this version of the build. Living Bomb would probably just be too slow, I guess. And honestly, that wand is not necessary for this build, really. I don't think there's any damage dropping this here. There's not really any point in backfilling this. If anything, it's kind of good, right? Because it makes it... Oh, actually, I can't get this removed without this here. Dang, man. This is a tricky little spot I'm in over here in this corner. And that could get removed every time. Tough. I think we're going to restore this to greatness here. And yeah, we're going to need more locks, more room rerolls, all sorts of good things. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tier 3 spy masters. Pretty good. Not good enough, but pretty good.
The insides shuffle. Ancient fools!
Praise.
Another corpse to serve me.
Whoa. Forgot to do damage to that guy for a second there. He finally dropped a medallion. He's been a little rude lately on that.
To
Wide belt. Double wide belt.
Not yet.
By the way, medallions, they can spawn in your Fog of
The
War.
vow of many
If you're like old enough, you know what Fog of War means. Basically the unexplored part of the room. And if they do, you won't see the medallion when it drops. Which is really annoying. But basically you need to be, like, you'll see me blinking to every corner even if there's no monsters there. And I'm revealing the medallion drop area, basically.
Perhaps you will be a worthy adversary.
Actually doesn't really slow me down very much because of Spark's coverage, but it's very obligatory.
Freeze!
I think Etchers are almost 4-1, by the way.
Not yet.
The vow of many unseen
Whew.
others.
Dude, where's the medallions, Temple? Don't be rude to me.
Freeze!
See how, like, right here, this corner isn't revealed? There can be a medallion over there, and you don't see it unless you go explore.
Death is my power to wield.
Doo-doo! Chuatalatis.
I
The
need
vow of many unseen.
Ho 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 ho! Helpful.
Not yet.
Dude, that room died so fast. Shocking.
The vow of many unseen others.
I need more time.
Oh my god, a third one? I can actually do the triple lock and try and get that armory out of there. Too good to me, Temple. Too good to me.
Get out of my way.
Freeze!
You challenge the test of the beast.
Getting juicy. Is there a triple boss in here? Wow. Really? Okay.
Perhaps you will be a worthy adversary.
I need more time.
The Spy Masters are so weird. Who came up with this whole Spy Master thing? I wonder if there's any equivalent of that in PoE 1. I don't think there is. I'm not a PoE 1 lore expert.
I need more time.
Yes, that is the idea. The old slot machines in PoE. I just love the sounds.
Not yet.
They're so satisfying. When this temple gets going, I will have to kind of hike back on him because it's going to be too much noise. All right, so I get triple lock, and if it goes for over here, it has to remove this or this. But it still has two choices, so it seems like a bad idea. Especially since I have 5 rooms over here. So we'll definitely protect that. And yeah, we really need this Legion to go. Last time I think I went here as well. So then there's 3 legions it can pick from. So it's like a 1 and 3. Lock the 2 barracks close to the edge. Like these 2. So this thing, the way it's set up, I have to lock this. This can just get yoinked out of here, right? And the chain is fine. And then as far as what I want gone, I need this barracks gone. So if I locked here and locked here, it could take the armory and the barracks. But I don't know if I want to go all out. I feel like I have a better chance of a sack chamber. It'll remove the area that lets it remove more rooms. I've heard that theory as well. But I want the armory. Like, I need this here. So I don't understand. And I guess if it goes, it's fine. The all-out play would be lock here, let these 2 guys go. And then we just rebuild over here. The real soft play is probably just to lock the armory, and then it's a 1 and 3 for these. Because I have these 5 rooms over here, 6 rooms over here, I just don't even know that it's going to remove so many anyway. I'm fine if this one gets yoinked, right? Because I can still put down the Spy Master. So if this goes, we're still just Spy Mastering. Oh, but I don't have a link to it. That's the issue. I realized that last time as well. I'm slow, but I'm getting there. All right, I'll go for the triple. See how we do. Ah, worst outcome. It pulled only 3 rooms. And yeah, I lost this guy. Oh well. I feel like, so this morning when I started, I think I was like right here or something. And these corners take a long time. For me, every Russian tech takes a while. It just takes me a long time to get the right rooms. And then this corner also is tough. But as soon as I get down here, things are going to get much more flexible. I think coming up through here is going to be like a real headache. But I'm excited about the extended progress so far. I wonder if on the next run, if I can triple lock here again, then I can guarantee get this thing out of here, which would be really nice. Wish there was a way to do it without a triple lock, but I don't think there is. No, actually there is now. There's no armory, right? I can lock here. It can't pull that. I can lock here and here. I don't need 3. I need 2. It can't pull that because it would strand this, and it would have to pull this. So if I just get 2 locks, I'm set pulling that out, and then we're good to go again. That'll probably be the play.
Shipment sent.
So fun figuring this stuff out. The temple building mechanics are just so fun. I wish more people could like have the bandwidth to enjoy it. It's the main thing I hope they fix is just make it more accessible for people to get to interact with.
I'll do what I can to sell it for you.
200x on Alpha Howl. Not bad. The more recent sales are much higher. I think it's a lie, though.
Hail. I'm sure someone will want that.
This amulet's hilarious. Probably not worth anything, but just in case. like that. Tier 2 spirit, not worth, right? Level of melee.
Seems like a good deal.
I have so many Vol infusers. Jeez. And then these cute gloves. I guess they're actually not that cute. I'm going to hit them, and then I'm going to see if I get really lucky with a chaos. Nope, lost the crit bonus. Okay. At least it didn't bleed me a bunch of chaos. I'm grateful for that. Yo, what's that entity? The robe is Mourier. What is the name of this robe? Tabula Rasa. The Tabula Rasa skin, I love the way it looks on my character. So I always transmog a Tabula over my actual armor just to look cool. All about looking cool, not actually being cool. Looks amazing, right? Casters are so cool in this game, man. All right, everyone, I got to head out. Kids are going to be up early, full day of work tomorrow. I'm pretty tired tonight as it is from staying up too late all week building temple. But if you're here and you would like to visit my guide for this build, I will post the link into the chat. You can also look at any of my guides for this league, and I also have a guide for in-game farming strats. And I've got some tutorials for like crafting gems and waystones and things like that. Otherwise, thanks everyone for the follows and the subs, and have a great night, everybody. Enjoy your PoE. Adios.